Hello, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Cedric Bailey, and we're going to the University of Oklahoma, where I have with me on today Mr. Shavin Ayers. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, Shavin?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today, Cedric?
I am doing great, and man, let me tell you something. You see my backdrop right here? You see
I,
that?
I see it. I see it.
To me, that is a moment in history that I'll never ever forget. To be able to bring out the pride of Oklahoma right here in my hometown of Ardmore, Oklahoma. And you guys have been so busy, and you're not going to be able to bring them this year, but you got something really, really special. And we need to let this community of Ardmore know what's going on and the date and information of what's going to be happening in Ardmore real soon.
Yes, sir. We are having an evening with the OU bands on Tuesday, September 26th from 6:30 to 8:30 at our new Jerome Westheimer Center for the Performing Arts. So we're really excited to be able to showcase what the OU bands have going on, from our Wind Symphony to our OU Jazz program to the Pride of Oklahoma. And then, of course, we're excited to be able to do that in our new facility there in Ardmore.
Wow, that is great. And I'm going to share my screen this time, and I want them to see when they go to the foundation page, they can see everything that's going on the campus there at the University of Oklahoma. And a little bit about you, if you don't mind. You came from Ardmore, you grew up here. What made you decide that you wanted to go and be a part of the University of Oklahoma Sooners?
Well, I believe that, all of our experiences help us prepare for the next chapter in our life. So it was an opportunity where my passion of my alma mater met an opportunity of the job opening here at the OU Foundation to support the OU bands. So it seemed like definitely a moment in time that that opportunity wouldn't probably happen again.
Yeah. Well, and the reason why I asked that question, because if I had the picture, I had to pull it up. But I do have a book, and I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to see if I can try to share it. It's in my vehicle, but at one time I was in the band. As a matter of fact, I look at my pictures, and it was in the 70s, and I was like, man, I can't believe it, but I was in the band in junior high, and then my sophomore year, I was in the tuba section. We had about 4 or 5 tuba players, but I started off as a trombone player, and I really kicked it off as a trumpet or cornet player. And the thing I miss the most that we don't have now is during our homecoming is that we had parades, and we went down the street, and we was able to march and do some things. And I pray that we will get back to that. But the good news is we have this beautiful facility, and your time period here in Ardmore, talk about this, Shavin, and what it meant to see that going up.
Well, this facility has been in the works for over 50 years. There was a bond issue, I think it was in 1971, when they first put up the bond for the new high school, which of course is now the old high school. But a performing arts center of this magnitude was included in that original plan. And it over the years wasn't able to come into fruition until 2016, when Mr. Kim Holland came back to Ardmore City Schools as the superintendent. His main focus was to bring the staff on board, to make that dream a reality. And he was able to do that. I came back in 2017, and then we proposed the bond that passed in 2018 for this building that is now complete here in 2023. I think you're on mute, Cedric. I can't
I'm
hear you.
sorry, I had my mic down, but I was wanting to hear what you're saying. Well, I just want to say, and this is in the fine arts department as well. So tell us what this facility will be used for Ardmore in the schools district. What are the kids going to be able to do?
I think the facility is really a field of dreams. It is going to provide an opportunity for the fine arts students. You know, whatever you can dream is whatever can be done in that building when it comes to the fine and performing arts, the visual and performing arts. So, you know, from art showcases and exhibitions to dance recitals and dance competitions to band contests, band performances, from military bands to college bands, to musicals and drama productions. So really, you know, the sky's the limit for what can be done in that building.
Speaking of the sky, you see the beautiful graphic of this facility I'm sharing right now,
Oh, yes.
and it looks beautiful. And it is, like you said, a 2018 bond issue and donations or so. So it was completed for $26 million, 50,000 square feet building. It's going to seat 800 people or so. And as a matter of fact, I work with the Goddard Center with
Oh, yes.
Bohannon and the entire crew. So some kind of way there's going to be some connections. Well, of course, the Goddard Center and Ardmore will all come together in this facility. And shout out to Mr. Westheimer. What could you say about him?
You know, he has been a champion of the arts in our community for over 50 years. You know, his dad, you know, being a chief geologist to Lloyd Noble, really started his love and passion for the arts. But, you know, he at every turn has stepped up and made supporting the arts in Southern Oklahoma his top priority. And so, you know, anywhere there are arts in Southern Oklahoma, you can find Mr. Westheimer in the middle of it.
I got you. So now I'm ready to share this information. And that is about the big date. It is September the 26th. It's an evening with the University of Oklahoma bands hosted by the OU Club of Ardmore. And it's going to be on the 26th, and it'll be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Yes,
and they can contact you at 405-914-4975, or they can email you at chauvin.aaron@ou.edu. Is that correct?
yes, sir.
All right. And so, I mean, tell us who's going to be coming there to perform, by the way, on that evening.
We're going to have our director of bands, Dr. Shanti Simon, and our director of athletic bands and the Pride of Oklahoma, Mr. Brian Britt, along with students from the OU Wind Symphony, the OU Jazz Band, and the Pride of Oklahoma. So we'll have students from all of our three major band areas there to perform and to share their band experiences with the OU contingency in Ardmore.
And by the way, will the middle school students be a part of this too as well? Are they included?
Anyone, this is an event for anyone that wants to attend.
Yes.
It's sponsored by the OU Club of Ardmore and Kerry Baldwin, who's the president. You know, we've worked closely to put this together. I think there's been several years, you know, that of course, we've had COVID in there, that the OU Club of Ardmore haven't been able to really have some robust events. So I'm hoping that this is the beginning of you know, kind of a rebirth of the OU Club of Ardmore. But anyone that has a love for music and a love for band or a love for OU can come to this event.
All right. Well, Mr. Aaron, I want to say thank you for taking your time. And I pray that people will listen to this message and share it with their friends, and be sure to get everyone back out there. I just want to tell you, man, well, first of all, you guys were on the road. Y'all were in Tulsa last week, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So y'all won that game. You're 3-0 right now.
Yes,
So
hopefully.
if I check my schedule on my sports show, y'all should be heading to Cincinnati, right?
Yes, sir. Nick, this coming up Saturday.
Yeah, to take on, of course, the Bearcats. And shout outs to Dylan Gabriel, who's the quarterback. I've been checking him out and everything, and it's good being able to see the Pride of Oklahoma. And then they're going to get ready. Let's see, they're going to be in Dallas, Oklahoma, and Texas. You know, so it's going to be off the chain, and I can't wait. You know what I mean?
It's going to be exciting. This is kind of the beginning of our our busiest season. So it's the it's kind of pedal to the metal at this point.
Shop and Aaron hanging out with us again. One more time, they can reach out to you. You get the closing comments, Mr. Aaron.
Well, thank you, Cedric, for this opportunity to visit with you about two of my loves, you know, the OU Sooners and the community of Ardmore. So anytime I can help kind of marry those two things together, it's a great day and a great time. So I'm hoping that my fellow Sooners and my fellow Ardmorites will come out and join us on September 26th from 6:30 to 8:30 at the new Jerome Westheimer Center for the Performing Arts in Ardmore.
All right. Shout out to Brusty Westheimer. And also, we can't forget about Jackie, Doreen, and Regina. Can't forget about family.
That's my love right there.
All right. Shop and Aaron hanging out with us. I'm Cedric Bailey. More to come. So stay with us.
Okay, thank you.